Good evening, everybody, and welcome on a bright, sunny afternoon at LEHS Stadium in Beverly for Northeastern Conference football. Lynn English looking to go 2-0, as is Beverly. Beverly is welcoming back their very good running back, Lamumba. Maje Molumba. He was their outstanding running back last year. He didn't play the first game, and they really didn't need him against Winthrop, but he's an outstanding running back. English had a come-from-behind win against a very good Swampscott team with a big fourth period last week. Matthias Fowler, along with Taj Purta, had big games for the Bulldogs last week, and they're looking for big things for them this coming week. They're also looking slowly and surely get Sam O'Fury, who came over originally from Lynn, moved to Salem, came back to Lynn, and he's in the backfield, also a very good linebacker. They're looking to get him involved. English is still a very young team, as we see the Beverly marching band out on the field with the teams and the officials. A gorgeous Saturday afternoon here at LEHS Stadium as we get set and wait for the opening of the football game, the national anthem. English looking for 3 in a row as we see the colors being presented. They've beaten Beverly the last 2 years. And again, trying to make it 3 in a row. As the Beverly ROTC presents the colors. Chris Carroll, the head coach. Well, English, Andrew Morency. Morenci's a long-time coach at Beverly. Chris, a little bit younger, but he's done a very nice job with the English program, turning it around, getting him. They won their Northeastern Conference division, I think, the last couple of years. We're having the anthem. Good job by the Beverly ROTC. Good job by the Beverly band. As they file off. And we'll have the captains at midfield. Tommy Gaylord is 51. Matthias Fowler is 1. Gaylord's a senior. Fowler's a junior. Fowler last year was a receiver. Got to play a couple of snaps in a game or two at quarterback. Now he's taking over for Matt Sevens, and he's doing a nice job. Matt Sevens was the heart and soul of the English team last year, both offensively and defensively. He was probably almost more valuable on defense than he was on offense. He was safety and did a great job, led the team in tackles as well as being the quarterback and doing an outstanding job. And Fowler was doing the same thing. He's playing back there on defense, and he made a couple of really huge plays in the Swampscott game defensively after making some. We've had the toss. English is going to get the football. And they'll have a chance to get on the board first, as Beverly will kick it off. Beverly had a little bit of an easy win against Winthrop. English had to work a little bit harder to knock off the Big Blue of Swampscott. But they got it done, coming back from double digits in the fourth period, scoring 2 touchdowns, and a big 71-yard pass play from Fowler to Perta late, very late in the fourth period. Gave them the first lead of the ball game, and they wound up winning it over a very good Swampscott team. And that was sort of inauguration. That was the first night game at Swampscott that had permanent lights. They had maybe a game a year where they would bring in lights temporary, put them up and play a game. But this is now they have lights and they'll be playing Friday nights at Swampscott. And Beverly is one of the few teams in the league that still plays on Saturday afternoon when they play at home. Beverly in their, I guess you'd call it orange and black. English in their white and maroon. As I mentioned, it'll be Beverly kicking off. Joe Loretti does the kicking. Hails the points after and kicking off. I don't know if he does the punts or not. They're not doing any more work here at Hurd Stadium. They still have the stands on one side, no stands on the near side. The press box is like a little hut way down in the right end zone. I'm not sure what the future is for Beverly football. They kick it off back deep to the 4-yard line. Pretty good return. Out across the 25. They'll put it at the 27. That's where English will start it. You could see English go in the spread. You could see him go in the double wing. They use both. Four wideouts. Sam O'Fury in the backfield with Fowler. They give it to O'Fury straight ahead across the 30 to about the 33. They put it at the 32, so he picked up 5. He got half of the 10 they need. English going quickly. Again, 3 wideouts to the near side. Fowler with the keep. Turn the corner. Gets across the 40, caught from behind, or he would have got a little bit more. Duncan Moreland saved a long run to pick up the first down of the ball game. But there's a flag on the play, and it's coming back. They're going to give him to the 37 and then mark it back from there. So Fowler picks up 5, and then English gets penaled back to the 27. So they're back where they started, except now it's 2nd and 10. It was 2nd and 5. They made the first down easily across the 40, but Fowler gets credit for 5 yards rushing, and then they move him back 10 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. So break for the Beverly Panthers. Send the three wideouts to the far side. Fury gets a head of steam up, gets a big hole, steps across the 40. He's going to pick up a first down. All the way out to the 44, picked up 17. So English on the move. They had a big hole up the middle. 1st and 10 from the 44. The three wideouts go to the far side again. Two wideouts to the near side, followed by himself in the backfield. Rolling, looking to throw. Dumps it off. Incomplete. Looking for Purda. Going to bring up a 2nd and 10. They go back with O'Fury in the backfield. Three wideouts to the far side. O'Fury with the carry, gets another big hole, and gets out to the 48 for a pickup of 4. Big play for the Bulldogs if they want to hold on. 3rd and 6. No huddle, they go right to the line of scrimmage. Three wideouts still to the far side. They fake it. Fowler keeps it. Straight ahead. He's close. I think he's about a yard shy. They needed 6. He got 5. So a decision right off the bat for Chris Carroll, and he's going to go. 4 wideouts. Now they switch 3 to the far side, 2 to the near side. Now they're going to put O'Fury back in the backfield with Fowler. They need a yard. Fowler looking to the sideline, getting a play. They give it to O'Fury. Gets the first down and a couple more. Inside the 45. They need a yard. He got 3. English holds on to the football. The 3 wideouts come to the near side. Fowler rolling to the near side, looking to throw. Lets it fly wide open downfield. They got behind the defense. They came up trying to hold Fowler with the run. And he had Purda downfield all by himself. And it's coming back. There's a flag on the play at the 29-yard line. English would have had it 1st and goal. They got Beverly to bite on Fowler running with the football. He stopped, found Purda down behind the defense. There's a penalty against Beverly. And let's see where they mark it off from. The line of scrimmage was the 44. They had the flag at the 29. I thought they'd mark it off from there with the new rules. But they don't. They mark it off from the line of scrimmage. Second penalty of the drive. They mark it back to the English 46. So it's going to be 1st and 20. They wipe out that huge play. And the way they're running the football, now they mark it 15 yards back to the 41. So it's 1st and 25. It's a quick out. They're going to lose yardage. Brathwaite with the quick out. They lost a couple. So that really took the momentum away from the Bulldogs. That penalty, instead of first and goal, it winds up first and 25, and now it's second and 27. English has eaten up a lot of this first period. They send wideouts everywhere. Fowler by himself. 5 wideouts. The quick out to Prada. Gets it maybe to the 44. Pick up a 5. And it's going to be 3rd and 22. So Beverly got a huge break. This is the 10th play of the drive. They give it to O'Fury. He gets to about the 49. Picked up 5 more, and English is going to have to kick it away. So English had that big play, first and goal inside the 10, and all brought back with a penalty. And that cost them dearly because now they're going to have to kick it away, and Beverly's going to get the football. Fielded and dropped just about where he caught the football. Figueroa Marquez. Phoenix Figueroa Marquez in on the hit. The ball bit the Beverly 18-yard line. And there was a penalty against Beverly, I think. And they move it back to the 10. And that's where they'll start. 1st and 10 from their own 10. The quick out. Shy of the 15-yard line. He's showing Stanton Jones with the catch. They picked up 4. 2nd down and 6. I'm going to guess that the quarterback is related to the coach because his name is Morency. Off the right side, and that's the guy we were talking about, Malumba. He picks up the first down for Beverly. To the 25, he picked up 11. So the quarterback is Danny Morency. He better play well or it'll be tough at the supper table. They go to the I. And they nail Malumba. They lose the yard to the 24. They break the eye with a couple of wideouts to the far side. Long count. Morency with the keep. Drops it off. Finds his receiver. That's Duncan Moreland. Right back at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 11 for the Panthers. English would love to have them punting from this deep. Now they go to the spread. Looking to throw. Morency's going to take off and run with it. He gets banged out of bounds as he gets across the 30-yard line to the 32. Not enough for the first down. So Beverly will have to kick it away. English could get pretty good field position, especially if they get a run back. Kick is away. And fair catch called for and made by Purda. The Eagles will have it. I'm going to put it at the 38-yard line, I believe. So they started last time at their 27. They moved the ball, but penalties killed them. So now they have a little better start at the 38. In a scoreless ball game so far. Both teams have had it. English picked up 3 first downs. Beverly didn't pick up any. They send the 3 wideouts to the far side. Fowler with the keep, runs straight ahead, gets close to 5. We'll call it the 43 and give him 5. They fill the backfield now. They fake it. Fowler keeps. Going to be a little bit shy, I think, of the first down. They'll put it at the 47 for a pickup of 4. It'll be 3rd down and a yard. I'm not sure whether that was an official timeout. Now they put it back in play. English needs a yard. Fowler straight ahead, cuts it a little bit to his left and gets a first down. So 3 straight carries by Matthias Fowler. Gets into the Beverly territory for first down at the Beverly 48. So they need a yard. He picked up 5. English on the move again. They win the battle up front. It's the penalties that kill them. O'Fury with a head of steam up a big hole. Gets down to about the 32 of Beverly. Just a quick hitter. And he was off to the races. They just barely stopped him. Picked up 16 yards on the first down. He's got 50 yards rushing, and we're still in the first period. Fowler's going to get buried in the backfield. He didn't fool Beverly that time. I'll call it the 35. He lost 3. It'll be second down and 13. The ball's just shy of the 35-yard line. So second down and 13 and about a foot. They fill the backfield now. 2 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. Fowler looking to throw. Lets it fly long and deep, incomplete. Looking for Brathwaite. So that long run by O'Fury got the English fans a little excited as they had first and 10 at the 32. And now all of a sudden it's third and a long 13 from the 35. Number wideouts to either side. Knocked down at the line of scrimmage. I don't think they're going to punt from here. They could try and just kind of pooch it. Maybe they are going to kick. English is eating up most of this first period. And they're going to pin Beverly somewhat deep. They're going to put it at the 15-yard line. So they started at their 18, now they're going to start at their 15. So Beverly's defense has bent, but they haven't broken. And that was certainly helped on the first drive by big penalties against the Bulldogs. They go under center again. Humber's going to get the carry. He lines up about almost 10 yards behind the quarterback. And we reached the end of the first period. A very fast-paced first period. They gave him 3 on the play. So Beverly winds up with 21 yards, 25 counting the 4 pass with 1 first down in the first period. English winds up with 76 yards rushing. But the penalties on that first drive really cost them dearly. Fury ran for 50 yards in that first period. And we'll start the second period. Beverly will have it 2nd and 7 from their 18-yard line. And actually the ball's at the 19-yard line. So they gave him 4 on that play. So it'll be 2nd down and 6. They go back to the spread. Faking, looking. They let it fly. It's caught. Almost broken. A great catch. Duncan Moreland, great coverage by English. He just took it away. To the English 30-yard line. $52 yards on the pass play. Yeah, Beverly's moving the football. They go back under center. Lumber again, almost 10 yards behind the quarterback. He gets the carry. They pile him up after a short gain. They'll give him 3. Second and 7 from the 27. So Beverly with their first threat after that long pass and a great catch by Duncan Moreland. English was all over him, but he came up with the ball. Almost broke it. Now they go back under center. The quick out. They get inside the 25. That was Owen Keeve with the catch. They give him 5 to the 22. So 3rd and 2 from there. Still no score. Beverly trying to get on the board. English trying to shut him down. They send the Wilds to the far side. They go I behind Morency. Malumba, the deep man. Motion coming. Malumba with the carry. Got inside the 20 to the 19. Got enough for the first down. So Beverly on the move. They're in the red zone. They stay in the eye. Long count. Malumba off the right side. Picked up about 5 if they give him the 14-yard line. So 2nd and 5 from the 14. A change of events on that 52-yard pass play. English looked like they were going to score early. Penalty cost them. Beverly stuck in their own end. A 52-yard pass play gets them down. Now they get 2nd and 5 from the 14-yard line. They split the backfield behind Morency. They give it to Malumba again, but they blow the whistle. Somebody moved. And no, English called timeout before the play. When they stopped the play, I automatically thought that somebody moved and was going to be a penalty. It'll still be 2nd and 5. English called a timeout before the snap. Beverly started this at their 15-yard line. It's only been 6 plays, but one of them went 52 yards. We're in the second period, no score. Both teams trying to go 2-0 in the early season. A big one for both teams, trying to go 2-0. Two very good teams banging heads. Two very good coaches banging heads. So we come out of the timeout at the 14-yard line. 2nd and 5 for the Panthers. Trying to get on the board first. English's defense, with their backs to the wall, have to come up with a couple of big plays. They split the backfield now behind Morency. Quick snap. Off the right side, getting inside the 10. O'Fury with the hit, but not before they pick up a first down. They put it at the 7. So it's going to be 1st and goal from there. So Beverly really knocking on the door now. The receivers come to the near side as they almost go double wing. Now they go motion. Malumba stood up, but he just keeps going forward. Gets near the 5. 4 straight carries, 5 of the last 6 plays. He's been involved. He picks up 2 more. He's their main weapon. He was hurt, didn't play last week, but he's certainly making his presence felt this week. They go back to the I behind Morency. Motion coming. Morency with the keep, rolling. Picked off in the end zone. Fowler, we told you, he does it both sides of the football. Fowler came up with the pick in the end zone. I'm not sure. Beverly was just running. All of a sudden, they thought they'd catch English napping. There's a flag in the end zone. Let's see what the flag is about. English should get the ball at the 20 at least, and let's see what the flag is about after that. Looks like it's against Beverly with a personal foul, but another great play by Matthias Fowler. They're going to mark, I think, 15 yards off. And they bring it out to the 35-yard line. So that gives them a first down by way of penalty. And English gets pretty good field position at the 35-yard line. So for some strange reason, First and 10 at the, first and goal at the 7. English goes deep, it's incomplete. Beverly decided not to run Malumba. They chose to go in the air. And it cost him. Fowler picked it off in the end zone. 2nd and 10 for English at their 35. They have it for the first time here in the second period. They fill the backfield. Beverly looks like they're coming. And they look like they had Fowler even deeper. They nailed him in the backfield for a loss, but they had him for a bigger loss. Back to the 31, they lost 4. 3rd and 14. There was a penalty against English. It was refused. They'll take the loss. English is shooting themselves in the foot with penalties. They bailed out with a big defensive play by Fowler, shutting Beverly down as they opted to throw rather than keep running the football. And now English faced with 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Incomplete. English will have to kick it away. They've completed one pass, and that was for -2 yards. So they're 1 for 6 for -2. English will have to kick it away. Beverly will get it back. And now we're going to get a timeout. So both defenses doing the job. English had to come up a little bit bigger with Beverly moving the football after a big 52-yard pass play from Morency to Duncan Moreland. And then 4 straight runs by Malumba got him down to the 7-yard line, but for some strange reason, they opted not to keep running the football. They were successful. They opted to try and fool English by throwing the ball, and they didn't fool Matthias Fowler. He picked it off in the end zone and shut them down. But now they're going to get the football back. Now, with any kind of a run back, they could get pretty good field position. The kick is away. And they're going to get it shy of the 40-yard line, I think. They're going to put it at the 37-yard line. So Beverly will have it for the second time at their own 37-yard line. The wideouts come to the near side. Malumba, the deep man behind Morency. They give it to Malumba. Straight ahead. One man to beat. Slips a couple of tackles. He's gone. 63 yards for the touchdown. He just went straight ahead. And Beverly gets on the board first. He ran straight to the goalpost. They had him a couple of times. They tried to arm tackle him, and it didn't work. He just ran through everybody. He's over 100 yards rushing. And Beverly gets on the board first. 63 yards in one play. He's actually got 97 yards, just shy of 100 yards. Joe Loretti will look for the extra point. They go over 100 yards rushing. Beverly does. He had trouble getting the ball down, but he kicks it through. So just like that, after they battled back and forth, just past the halfway mark of the second period, we told you he didn't play last week, but he's made his presence felt this week. So English now trailing. They're used to this. They trailed Swampscott through 3+ periods, pulled it out in the fourth period. So they have to mount another comeback. They got plenty of time left, obviously. Just about half the period remaining. Loretti will kick it off. Pretty good return across the 30-yard line. I missed his number as he gets surrounded by a host of white shirts. They'll mark it at the 32. That's where English will put it in play. Beverly just shocked him with a 63-yard run by Majay Malumba. English now goes to that double wing. They try to run the right side with Perter. They get a couple. Second and 8. Fury with the carry. This will help from his friends pushing him forward. Going to bring up another big third down for the Bulldogs. Third and about 5. It will be 5 as they put the ball at the 37. So Fury picked up 3. Big play. You don't want to give the ball right back to Beverly now after they just go to touchdown. They stay in that double wing. They try to run it straight ahead. They get piled up. Timmons with the carry. They mark it at the 42. There was a 5-yard penalty against Beverly. So it helps the Bulldogs, gives them a first down. So they hold on to the football with the second period winding down. Everybody in tight. Looking to throw. Incomplete. They haven't been able to throw the ball at all. As I mentioned, they completed one pass for -2 yards. And it's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. I was waiting to see if they call a timeout, but they didn't. They moved. So another penalty against English. And a double wing is not conducive for 2nd and long, 3rd and long. It's bad enough with 1st and 10. Now it's 2nd and 15. They try to run it straight ahead. Very short yardage. That's Timmons again. They give him 3 to the 40. And it's going to bring up another 3rd and long. 3rd and 12. English shooting themselves in the foot with penalties. It cost them dearly on the first possession when they would have been 1st and goal inside the 10. Brought it back. Now they go back to the spread with wideouts everywhere. Fowler by himself. Sips up as he was just about to throw the ball. They got a piece of his ankle and knocked him down. They're going to lose yardage. Beverly takes a timeout. They only lost a yard. They were lucky to do that. English had 76 yards rushing in the first period. They now have 79, which means they lost 3 yards. Well, they gained only 3 yards, excuse me. They still have completed only one pass for -2. And they trail 7-0 with the clock winding down. And they're going to have to kick it away. Kick is away. From the 19-yard line down the sideline, loose again. Going to the end zone. And that's Malumber again. Caught it on the fly at the 19-yard line. And takes it to the house, 81 yards. That's a backbreaker. Coach Morency's happy to get Malumba back this week. What a show he's putting on. He caught it in stride, went down the far sideline, cut it slightly to the middle, and just ran away from everybody. Took it in 81 yards for the touchdown. And all of a sudden, with just under 3 minutes left in the half, English had too many players on the field. They knocked the penalty off. They're still going to kick the point. Loretti will look to make it 2 for 2, but Malumba's got 2 touchdowns, and English is shocked here. Kick is good. So with 2:47 left in the second period, all of a sudden, that 0-0 game has become 14-0 Beverly with Malumba. 2 huge plays, 63-yard run from scrimmage, 81-yard punt return. And single-handedly, he's put up 14 points, and English now in a deep hole. Eagles going to have to work if they're going to try and make it 3 in a row over Beverly and get their second win in 2 tries here at Herd Stadium. Malumba is not being a gracious host. $144 yards in 2 plays. At the 20-yard line. Nice return across the 35. Joshua Transtama. At the 38-yard line is where English will put it in play. This is their best start position-wise. But they're down 14 big points. 3 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. O'Fury in the backfield with Fowler. Around the right side, Fowler finally pushed out of bounds. Let's see where they say he went out. He gets it into Beverly territory. It'll be a first down. They put it at the 45. 17 yards in the first down by Matthias Fowler. English going quickly. O'Fury with a big run, gets a big hole, cuts it back to the right side after going up the middle. He gets a first down. Back to back. Down to the 30, picked up 15. Fowler with the keep. O'Fury out in front blocking. Ducks his head, gets to the 20, maybe inside. That's another first down. 3 in a row. They give him to the 20 for 10. Fowler again, just sneaked inside the 20. Second and 9. Oh, Fury straight ahead, dragging people with him. Good hard run. Going to get him a first down. Down to the 10. First and goal from the 10. And we're going to get a timeout. So behind Fowler and O'Fury, they've moved from their 38 to the Beverly 10. They'd love to get in and cut the deficit to a touchdown going into the second half. Beverly will get the ball to start the second half, but two huge plays by Majay Malumba is the difference in the game right now. 63 yards from scrimmage, 81 with a punt return, and that put English in a 14-point hole. They're trying to cut into that, but they've got to try and beat the clock. If you're Beverly, you got to think everybody, half the team tackle Fowler, the other half tackle O'Fury. Rolling to the right, trying to turn the corner, pushed out of bounds. They get a little bit closer. They put it at the 6 for a pickup of 4. Fury and Fowler have run for over 100 yards between the two of them. Fury the leader with 77. English knocking on the door. They go back to the double wing. Rolling to the near side. Gets a yard to the 5. But was there another penalty? There's a yellow flag on the field. That's going to cost the Bulldogs. Chop block against English. They're going to mark it off from the 5, I think, so they give Fowler a yard as English takes a timeout. Penalties that cost them dearly. So he gets a yard to the 5. And then they're going to mark the penalty off against English. Should be back to the 20-yard line. They put it back to the 18. So it winds up a 13-yard penalty. Because now they don't mark it from the line of scrimmage. They mark it from the point of the foul. So they move it back to the 18-yard line. Eagles trying to beat the clock and eat into that 14-point Beverly lead. here in the second period. They'd love to take some momentum into the locker room. Beverly has it all right now, but English can take it back if they can get on the board. But they just hurt themselves with another penalty. So it's going to be second and goal from the 18. They would have had it third and goal from the 5. They go back to the spread. Low snap, Fowler looking. In the end zone, caught, breaking to the goalpost was the other O'Fury. That's Jesse O'Fury, a freshman. Fowler put it right on the money. He was lined up to the near side, cut to the middle to the goalpost, and Fowler hit him in stride. That's a big play. 18 yards. That's their second completion. The other one was for -2. So they go 62 yards. They beat the clock. Tyler Drynan will try for the 7th point. And he kicks it through. "62 yards in 8 plays. They overcome the penalty. They go over 100 yards rushing. They picked up 5 first downs on that drive. They had to go a lot further than 62 yards with that 15-yard penalty. They'll kick it off as we're winding down the second period. They kick a little ground ball, fielded, and they'll drop down at about the 38-yard line. And that's the kicker already falling on it. He does the kicking duties for Beverly. He was in on the kickoff team as well. Let's see what Beverly does with time winding down. They put it at the 39. They went deep before to Moreland. It paid off with a 52-yard completion. And they also have that weapon in the backfield, Malumba. The quick out and short yardage. They bang the receiver out of bounds. And that's Moreland. Short yardage to the 41. They only picked up 2. Beverly right to the line of scrimmage. 3 wideouts to the far side. And we blow the whistle. I think somebody moved before the ball was snapped. Beverly will move back 5 yards. The new rule now is if you step before, if you didn't make contact and you got back before the ball was snapped, you were okay. But now it's infringement. If you move at all, whether the ball snapped or not, whether you make contact or not, if you break that plane, it's a 5-yard penalty and they blow the whistle, which is what they did right there. Morency looking to throw, in trouble, tishes it to the near side. That little makeshift play is going to turn out pretty well. Kutwicki with the catch. To the English 46. And they spike it trying to get another play. He picked up 18 on that really broken pass play. He was looking to go to the far side with it. And with pressure, he just dumped it off to Kutwicki. And he wound up at the English 46-yard line. The rule this year, too, is you only get 3 timeouts, so Beverly doesn't have any. From the spread, Morency looking, rolling, in trouble, going to take off and run with it. Can't get out of bounds. He stays in bounds. He got to the 39, and that's the last play. He picked up 7 on the last play. So Beverly just missed 200 yards, 193 for the half. English winds up with 152. Beverly, with those 2 monster plays by Malumba, has a 14-7 lead at halftime. Back at her stadium, we're set to start the second half. English will kick it off. Beverly, again, those 2 monster plays by Malumba, leading at 14-7. English got a break and scored late in the half to creep back within a touchdown. So they took a little momentum in the locker room. Let's see if they can keep it going. English had 136 yards rushing, 16 yards passing, 12 first downs. Beverly had 112 yards rushing, 81 yards passing, 6 first downs. Their 2 touchdowns came in 1 long run and 1 long punt. Kick return to the Beverly 44-yard line. And that's where the Panthers will put it in play to start the second half, leading it 14-7 over the Bulldogs. Those 2, I call them monster plays by Malumba, the difference in the game. English answer with a drive right at the end of the half. Pass from Fowler to the young O'Fury, the freshman O'Fury, the brother of Sam. Now Malumba takes off, gets around the corner, stays on his feet into English territory. And he got a lot further than he thought he did. But they're bringing it back, saying he went out of bounds at the 38, 39-yard line. 17 yards and a first down. That puts him over 100 yards rushing. Malumba again, hit right about the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. First guy to hit him was Tommy Gaylord. So 2nd and 10 for Beverly. Back in English territory. We're going to go down and score and get their 2-touchdown lead back. Off the right side, not a lot of yardage there. Give him a yard to the 38. 3rd down and 9. They go back to the spread with 3 wideouts to the near side. Barenci with the keep. That's going to be close to a 1st down. They're going to bring up a 4th down. As they're going to put it down. They gave him pretty good yards. They got to the 31 before he went out. He picked up 7. Well, it's going to be 4th down and 2. Obviously not going to kick from here. So a big play coming up for both teams. English needs to stop. Beverly wants to keep the drive alive. If you're English, you got to be looking for Malumba. They go back to the I. They give it to Malumba straight ahead, easily for the 1st down and a lot more. Down to the 18. Picked up 13 yards on a 1st down. He's over 130 yards rushing. Beverly knocking on the door again at the 18-yard line. Malumba, the workhorse, picks up 3 more. Second and 7 from the 15-yard line. Beverly's just saying, here we come, try and stop us. They go back to the I, they drop the ball, goes to the ground, they're going to lose a yard or 2. Just drop the snap. They lose a yard. Just never had the handle, never really caught it. Barenci had a fall on it. Second and 11. Opening drive of the second half. 8th play of the drive. Malumba off the right side. Another big hole. Down to the 7. Third and a couple. They give it to the workhorse again. got maybe a yard. But it's enough for a first down. So now it's 1st and goal from the 6. Beverly trying to get their 2-touchdown lead back. Tenth play of the drive, opening up the second half, and it's been all Malumba. Beverly carried once, and the other play, he bobbled the snap. They lost a yard. Otherwise, it's been all Maje Malumba. He got those 2 big plays in the first half to give him the lead. Now he's trying to carry him on his shoulders to get that 2-touchdown lead back. Wheels turning on both sides, defensively for the Bulldogs, offensively for Beverly. They were down here before in the first period and opted to throw the ball, and Fowler made a big play picking it off in the end zone. So they've had their conversations, the coaches, offensively, defensively. 1st and goal from the 6. They split the backfield behind Morency. They're looking to throw it again, incomplete. Wow, I just don't understand that. They've run every play and they've moved it down. They're at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. They got Malumba. It cost them the last time they tried to do that. At least this time it's incomplete. I don't know why you would go away from what's been very successful. Second and goal from the 6. Do you think Malumba might get the ball here? He gets the handoff, coming to the outside, gets a little bit of a seam and walks in easily. They ran him to the near side. He was going to go to the corner, saw an opening and just stopped and cut it up into the end zone. So he picks up 6 more yards, his 3rd touchdown. Beverly's got their 2-touchdown score back. $56 yards in 11 plays. Loretti will try to make it 21. And he does. 178 yards rushing for Beverly. They've gone over 250 yards. $178 yards rushing. Malumba has 147. And the only bright spot for English is there's a lot of time left in the football game. But they got their work cut out for them. They can move it. They've gone up and down. Penalties have been a thorn in the side of the Bulldogs. Certainly in that first period when they had the long pass to Purdy, they had a 1st and goal inside the 10, called back with a penalty. They've had other drives where they've had to get pushed back with a penalty and wound up with 3rd and long and couldn't convert. Now Beverly uses up part of the 3rd period. And Malumba again does the damage. He scores his 3rd touchdown. They bobble it. It goes in the end zone. And the momentum is provided by the kick, even though English touched it. So English is going to get the ball at the 25. I'm not sure the receiver even touched it. It took a little bit of a hop. So the punts come out to the 20, the kickoffs come out to the 25. As they say that, they put the ball to 20. I thought the kickoffs were supposed to come to the 25. Worst start for English at their own 20-yard line. Fowler with the keep. And he's going to pick up about 4. Rolling to the near side, looking for a block. Has to cut up inside, get what he can. They give him to the 28. He picked up 4 more. Huge play coming up for the Bulldogs. Third and a couple. It looks like they got the first down. Yeah, we're going to play it down. And that's O'Fury. That would be a loss, offensively and defensively. He's down to looking at his leg. Trainer's out checking on him. Beverly trainer's coming out as well. Chris Carroll, the coaching staff, and Eagles fans holding their breath, hoping he's okay. You lose on both sides of the football. If you lose Sam O'Fury, he's got 80 yards rushing in the game. He just picked up a first down for the Bulldogs at their 31. Getting up, but he's being helped off the field. He's in quite a bit of pain, as you can see. Teammates come out and help him up, and I don't know if we're going to see him back again. Looks like that right leg, he's trying to drag it. Doesn't want to put any pressure on it. That's a very big loss for the Bulldogs. That's going to put a lot of impetus on the shoulders of Fowler. First and 10 for the Bulldogs at the 31. So it's bad enough they're losing by 14. Now they lose one of their better two-way players. Perta goes back in the backfield, I believe. Fowler with the keep, trying to turn the corner. Short yardage. They give him the 35 for 4. Straight ahead, near midfield. Nice run by Transtamar. They'll pick up a first down. His first carry gets him 15 yards. First and 10 from midfield, so they get it away from their 20. They're moving the football. 3 wideouts to the near side. Fowler looking to throw. Long, deep, incomplete. Looking for Jesse O'Fury, the young freshman who caught the touchdown pass. It'll be 2nd and 10. (21-7). Beverly, they came down and scored after English cut it to 7 at halftime. Beverly came back. Malumba getting his 3rd touchdown with opening this period with a 56-yard, 11-play drive to get it back to 14 points. English on the move, 2nd and 10 from midfield. They just lost Sam O'Fury, which is a huge loss for the Bulldogs. Knocked down at the line of scrimmage. And Fowler went down, and he's shaking his head a little bit. He's limp a little bit going to the sideline, but he's staying in. Another big play coming up for the Bulldogs. 3rd and 10 from midfield. Rolling to the near side, letting it fly. Brathwaite made the catch. Brathwaite made the catch at the 44. Now they get to the 39. They convert on 4th down. First and 10 from the 39. Beverly was coming, they were coming, everybody was coming after Fowler. They should have been coming after Transtamar. He went straight up the middle for a first down. Down to the 26-yard line, he picked up 13 and a first down. He's got 2 carries for 28 yards. English trying to come back. Fowler hit as he falls forward. To the 24. 2nd and 8. From the 24, English trying to come right back. Rolling to the near side, letting it fly. Incomplete. He was looking for Shea Palmer. 2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs. Almost a must-scoring situation for English. They're down 2 scores, using up time here in the 3rd period. They run straight ahead with Transtamar. That cuts his average down a little bit, as he only got a yard to the 23. And another big down and distance for English on this drive. Fourth and 7 from the 23. They've used up some clock. They've converted a couple of big downs. They throw it deep, incomplete. Flag on the play. Let's see what the flag is about. Illegal receiver downfield is refused. So English turns it over. "14 plays run by English, and they come up empty. They've gone over 200 yards with 16 first downs. But they turn the ball over at the 23, and Beverly gets it back. Malumba straight ahead. They give him a couple to the 25. Malumba has been the crux of the offense for Beverly. 3 touchdowns, 2 long plays. And here he is again. He's the workhorse. Out to the 30-yard line. He picked up 5 more. He's over 150 yards rushing with his 3 touchdowns. And we reached the end of the 3rd period. English had a shot starting at 20, took it all the way down. 1st and 10 at the 26. They only able to pick up 3 yards. Turned it over. Both teams are over 200 yards. Beverly with 203. He was with 209. They've lost their big running back, O'Fury. But in steps a young freshman, Joshua Transtamar, only a young freshman, and he's picked up 29 yards in 3 carries. So Beverly will have it at their 30-yard line. 12 minutes of football left. Leading it 21-7. They have it 3rd and 3. Here comes Malumba. Lost the football. Morency got it. English made a hit. Ball just popped loose from Malumba. Bounced to the near side of the field. There was nobody there except Morency. And it's back at the 25-yard line. So they lost 5. Beverly will have to kick it away. The kick is away. Doesn't go that far. England's going to get very good field position at their own 46-yard line. So only a 24-yard punt. Even with no return, English gets the best field position it had to start a drive at their 46-yard line. 1st and 10. They need 2 touchdowns, so you don't want to do what they did last time. Run all those plays, almost run the 3rd period out, and then not score and give the ball back. You got to try and score quickly, get the ball back. Follow rolling to his right, lets it fly deep downfield. Incomplete. He was looking for Wes Chandler. Second and 10. They've already lost Sam O'Fury early in the 3rd period, which is a tough break offensively and defensively. With Malumba in the backfield, Beverly has a chance to run a lot of time off the clock. So English needs to score, and they have to do it quickly. They send the 3 wideouts to the far side. They run it straight ahead. Another nice run by the young freshman. Transtamar. To the 38. 16 yards and a 1st down. Fowler gets ripped and thrown, and he's down. He's hurt. What a loss that would be. They've already lost O'Fury, and they're going to lose Fowler unless they take a timeout at least for 1 play. They lost 5 yards on the play, but that's more importantly, actually they lost 4 yards on the play. They put it to 42. What a huge loss that would be. Jesse Maggs, a young sophomore, is going to be the quarterback. And now English trying to make a 2-touchdown comeback. They lost to Fury. Now they lose their starting quarterback. They double the wideouts to either side. Tough assignment for Jesse Maggs to come in. He's going to get hit and knocked down. Back at the 47, they lose 5 more. 3rd and 19, so they were moving the football. They had it 1st and 10 at the 38. All of a sudden, foul thrown for a loss, but then thrown out of the game. And then they lose 5 more, and all of a sudden it's 3rd and 19. They run it straight ahead. To the 40. English has to go. They don't have a choice. They need 12. They lob it high and deep downfield. Can't connect. English turns it over. So it looked promising with a 1st and 10 at the 38. They lose 9 in 2 plays. More importantly, they lost Fowler after losing O'Fury. Beverly gets the ball back. Yeah, we got a penalty. Move it back to the 35. So it'll be 1st and 15. Little misdirection. English smothers it after a couple of yards. That was the kicker already with the carry. Picked up 3. 2nd down and 7. Beverly content to run the football, shrink the clock. The clock is now the enemy for English. They need 2 scores. We're in the 4th period. Coming to the near side. They switch up. They hand the ball off to Jaquan Stanton Jones. Gets it deep into English territory. At the 27-yard line, they go away from Malumba. "35 yards on the carry. That's a pretty good average. 1 carry for 35 yards. They go back to the I. And that's going to cost Beverly 5. You just see the lineman and the far left just lunge forward just slightly. Move it back to the 32. 1st and 15. They stay with the I. Malumba splits a couple of tackles, gets inside the 25, gets the penalty back plus. We have an official timeout. I don't know if some massive bodies on that sideline. I don't know if somebody got hurt over there. He picked up 9. So the 5-yard penalty pushed them back. The 9-yard run gets them back inside the 25. You know, if they get close, they have a kicker. Already. They'd like to make it more than 2 scores, although 2 scores right now looks pretty safe with Fowler and O'Fury both out of the ball game. And there's the kicker with a big push inside the 10. Nice run by Loretti. That was Malumba that was down and out on the sideline. They put the ball at the 8, 15 yards and a first down. Beverly looking to really put this one away. Straight ahead. They blew the whistle. Did somebody move? Yes, they did. Cost Beverly 5. They move it back to the 13-yard line. That's the other thing. After the penalty, used to be the ball wouldn't be, the clock wouldn't start till the ball was snapped. Now, as soon as they mark the penalty off, they run the clock. Jaquan Stanton Jones, the deep man. He gets the carry. Gets down to about the 10. Jeffrey Gordis and Ryan Dewan wrap him up. Picked up 3. If nothing else, they're threatening to score, but if nothing else, they're running time off the clock, shrinking the game, leading by 2 touchdowns, with a possibility of really putting it away. They stay with the I. Morency with the keep. Fake like he was going to throw it, and then runs and gets pushed and banged out of bounds down near the 5-yard line. So he picked up 5. It'll be 3rd and goal from there. hit in the backfield before they could get going. Stanton Jones. It's going to bring up a 4th down. They put it back at the 10. And they're going to look, I believe, for a field goal. We had a timeout before that. So they started from the 40-yard line. They had it 1st and goal at the 8. A penalty pushed them back. And now it's 4th and goal from the 10 after a hit in the backfield on Stanton Jones. "27-yard attempt by Loretti. Pasquarosa is the holder. Snap is good. Kick is away. And it comes up short. So English still has a pulse. It's a very faint pulse, but it's a pulse. Beverly able to run some time off the clock there. Late now in the 4th period, English needs 2 scores. They'll get the ball at their 20-yard line without their starting quarterback, without O'Fury, who had a big day running. Ran for 80 yards. Fowler had run for 52. They were the mainstays offensively. Fowler threw a touchdown for the 1 score that English has. Here's the young freshman again, picking up 5 more. So if nothing else, Chris Carroll has found a couple of young freshmen. O'Fury's brother, Jesse, a freshman. And now Joshua Transtamar, has picked up 57 yards rushing. Pass, incomplete, looking for Purda. It's been this way all day for English. Another big 3rd down. Third and 5. They run it straight ahead. Going to come up short. Transtamar picked up about 3. He needed 5. Actually, he got 4 to the 29. They're going to go, I think. Off the right side, depending on the forward progress, they're going to give him across the 30, and that'll be a 1st down. Young freshman really running well. They need a yard, they got 2. Pass came way up short. There were 2 Beverly players that were looking, they were trying to make a dive. Loretti was one of them, trying to make a diving catch, and the ball just floated out to midfield. Second and 10 for the Bulldogs. They were down 11. The Swampscott scored 2 big touchdowns and pulled it out of the fire. I don't think they're going to be able to do that this week. This is a very good Beverly team. The defense has done a job on English. Over 300 yards of offense for Beverly. That's Figueroa and Marquez. He picked up 7. And they're going to have to convert on another 4th down. And it was a penalty against Beverly. Out to the 43. That'll give him a 1st down. So 1st and 10. They let it fly long and deep. Great over-the-shoulder catch. English is down deep. That was Purda with a great catch. I thought he was out of bounds. They led him nicely. How they get piled up as they get near the 15-yard line. They picked up 2 on the play. Incomplete. That was a 39-yard pass play and a great catch by Purda. It was amazing how he stayed in bounds and made the catch. Stepping up, trying to make the play, couldn't, and winded up maybe getting back to the line of scrimmage was Jesse Maggs. Another big play. 4th down and just about 8. They had it first and 10 at the 18 off that great catch by Purda. And now, not being able to do much on the first 3 plays. And again, the story of the game. Another big play coming up, 3rd long, 4th long. It's been that way most of the day for the Bulldogs. They've converted a couple. Beverly gave them a couple with penalties. But now they have to score. They have to onside kick, get it back, and then score again. Tall order for the Bulldogs without their starting quarterback. Jesse Maggs forced in a service. Beverly jumped, I think. That's going to help a little bit. Beverly saying they were drawn. English is saying they jumped. The officials are discussing it. Long discussion between the 2 officials. He took the flag out of his pocket. I think he was going to wave it and say, no, now they finally call it offside against Beverly. So they'll move it to the 11. But it's still going to be 4th down. And they're going to need 3. Normally, if you had Fowler or Fury in there, you could get it. Although the young freshman Transtamar has had a big game, they go now to the double wing. They pitch it, they push him forward, they're going to get the 1st down. That was Purda. English trying to go quickly. They gave him to the 5. 1st and goal. Right at the line of scrimmage, hit and dropped. Lost about a foot. Off the right side. First carry for Brathwaite. They put it down at the 3. Third and goal, we got another timeout. The clock is the enemy, and English is a tall order. They would have to score, get the onside kick, and score very quickly. They've shown they can do that with the pass to Purda, a big 39-yard. He made a great catch to get them down here. But now they have to score, get it back, and score again. And they have no timeouts left. So if they don't get it in, or if they don't recover the onside kick, Beverly can just run the clock out. English lost O'Fury. They lost the starting quarterback Fowler. Jesse Maggs has come in and has done a pretty good job. The running back, Joshua Tamar, has been outstanding. Now, did they lose the football? Beverly came away with the football. LEHS, I think that might be, LEHS might be the brother of LEHS that played for English at one time and left and went to Beverly. So that may be the death toll. Hard pressed to do it as is. 21 first downs for English, 289 yards of offense, and they're trailing by 14. And Beverly's just going to take a knee. So they're going to run the clock out. Beverly's going to go to 2-0. English is going to drop to 1-1, a tough loss, and we certainly hope that O'Fury and Fowler are going to be okay. And it was Malumba the difference. He went 63 yards from scrimmage early in the second period. The kick was good to make it 7-0. They held English, they punted. Malumba ran the punt back 81 yards for a touchdown to make it 14-0. English, late in the half, got an 18-yard pass play from Fowler to Sam O'Fury's younger brother, Jesse. Drinan kicked the extra point. It was 14-7 at halftime. Malumba added to that, going in from 6 yards in the third period. The kick was good. It was 21-7, and that was it. English got close a couple of times, but penalties really hurt them. They lost their quarterback on O'Fury. Beverly winds up with 326 yards of offense. Malumba ran for 158. Before going out, O'Fury ran for 77. Fowler ran for 52 or 58. And then in came the young freshman, Joshua Transtamar. He ran for 63. So that's a bright note. One bright note. We hope O'Fury and Fowler are going to be okay for next week. They'll take on Salem. But right now, it's going to be a tough bus ride back to Lynn as they lose it 21-7 to Beverly to go 1-1 on the season. But we got a long way to go. And they just hope they get their quarterback and their running back and linebacker O'Fury back for next week. 21-7 Beverly over English. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.